Well, let me say this. I'm disappointed in our effort for 40 minutes tonight, and that's on me. We didn't come out with the intensity that we needed to play at. Was very lax. Didn't get the stops when we needed to get stops, and just very disappointed in our performance. There's no other way about it. Getting no sense of urgency, and just didn't get the job done. We had to have a quick turnaround. We got Creighton coming on Thursday, but we're going to have to play a lot better for 40 minutes than what we played tonight.
Coach, it seemed like you guys started to take control there in the second half when you went up 9. What do you think changed, afterwards?
Well, I think we took a couple bad shots once we got up 9. Had some really bad defensive lapses where we gave up some easy points, and they got some momentum going. And once we got to that point, we were in a ball game, and you let a team hang around, and things like that are going to happen.
Tonight was another close game where it obviously didn't go your guys' way. What needs to happen where you guys are able to close out those close games?
You gotta have great possessions from an offensive standpoint, but tonight it was on the defensive end. We didn't get stops. We got drove. We didn't follow the scout report the right way. Again, that's on me as a coach. There's got to be more of a sense of urgency to follow the scout report, the game plan, and we didn't get stops the last 5 minutes of the game.
Obviously, Javon made his return tonight. What do you make of his performance, and how did you see him impact the game tonight?
Javon's a good player. I thought he did some good things out there, and the guy's been out as long as he has been. It's going to take him a little time to get his rhythm back and get his feet underneath him, but I thought he provided some really good minutes for us.
Hey, Coach, so going into, the last couple of games for Butler, they've been shooting the ball very well from 3, but also stopping teams from 3. What did you guys do differently tonight? Because obviously you guys outshot them, and I thought you guys did a good job of stopping them from 3-point range.
I don't know if it was necessarily anything we did. We just, were aware of their 3-point shooters, but we lost them a couple times the last 4 or 5 minutes of that game, but just aware of the guys that we really felt like we needed to run off the 3-point line.
And then my second question was just this being your first year here, how has it been getting to know Coach Bruno?
Coach Bruno is a great guy. He's great to work with. Great to have him around to be able to bounce things off of. Obviously, he's a great coach. He's won a lot of basketball games, but he's an even better person. And it's been really a pleasure just getting the chance to, get to know Coach Bruno and really pick his brain.
Coach, Lukosius, by his own admission, is not a real athletic player. What makes him effective?
He knows how to play. He picks and chooses his spots. He uses angles very well, and he's crafty. He can shoot the ball. He can put it on the floor. He's got good footwork. You can tell he's played a lot of basketball. Coming international young man, you can tell he's grown up, and he's played a lot of basketball. You can tell he's played against older guys probably growing up.
Is his size an asset? Because I think sometimes I forget how actually big he is playing on the perimeter.
He's got good size for a wing, for a guard. He's able to go over top of smaller guys, and you put a bigger guy on him, he can drive them. So, he's a guy that can play multiple positions. This brings a lot to the table.
Hey, Coach, so during the final 3 minutes in the first half, your team went cold and you went on a big scoring drought. What was not working out there?
We weren't finishing. We weren't finishing plays. I think we were right at 30% at the half. We were getting some good shots, but you got to finish the play. So I thought we were getting some good looks. We just weren't finishing plays in the paint. I didn't think we were going up strong. I didn't think we were playing through contact. And we did go on a scoring drought in that first half.
And then obviously Javon was back in the lineup tonight. Is there a challenge with bringing him back into the mix after missing 7 games?
I wouldn't necessarily say a challenge. We just got to get him back out there and get him in the flow with the other guys, and he'll get there. It's going to take a little time, and this ain't going to happen overnight. But the more he's out there and gets comfortable. He'll get there sooner than later.
Coach, Jalen Terry had yet another solid all-around game. Could you talk a little about his overall growth throughout the season?
Jalen's gotten better. He's getting better and better. He was solid, doing a good job running the team. We got to get him to pick it up a little bit more defensively. I think he can bring a little bit more to the table from that aspect, but he's only going to get better for us.
Coach Brandon Johnson had another solid game for you against Butler. Can you talk a little bit about his play, with his hustle plays and getting extra rebounds?
Brandon is a vet. He's played a lot of college basketball. That's one thing that we strive off of is his motor and try to follow his lead and how hard he plays. So, again, he battles out there, and he did a good job tonight. Have 10 and 9, and we just got to have that, on a more consistent basis from Brandon over the course of the 40 minutes. We kind of challenged him a little bit there at halftime to give us a little bit more. I thought he came out in the second half, and he did.
Hey, Coach. Down the stretch, Butler began to trap a lot, and that started to force some more hectic nature down the stretch. What can be done to clean that up going forward in the same situation?
Again, we got to find an open man. Again, if they're trapping us, somebody's open. And we got to find the open man and attack from there. So we got to do a better job of moving the basketball and just finding the open guy and being ready.
And then down the stretch, Javon started to take the lead, start taking the ball up, and was initiating a lot of the offense. As he starts to recover from injury, is that something that's going to be happening over the course of the entire game?
We'll see it between him and Jalen Terry, but Javon, obviously was doing a lot of that to start the year, and he's very comfortable in that role. So just kind of depending on how the game's going, we'll pick and choose our spots with who we're putting the ball in their hands.
All right, thanks, Coach.